Hey guys, and welcome to game number 93 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. Once again, things are very close. We maintain a narrow lead by 3 games, 47 wins, 44 losses, and 1 tie going into this game, which means we have got to win 3 out of the last 8 to clinch victory in the overall match. So every game, very important here, and let's go. BestBot opening with Ibex for 26. We've got DEEFNRV. Almost enfevered, but we need another E in addition to the one on the board, so that is not going to work. Might just want to play Fever above EX here. That's actually not terrible. 27 points, keeping ND. Don't hate it. Gets rid of the F and the V, which are definitely my two best tiles, or worst tiles. Certainly not my best tiles. Could play 5, which is an even nicer leave, and sets up the R for Fiver, which is kind of nice, but 12 points is a lot fewer than 27, so probably Fever is better. Unfortunately, I can't make a full overlap here because I have nothing that goes under the X or above the B, so a little restricted. I could play something like Def if I wanted to be really defensive, but I'm not a fan of keeping the V. Yeah, I think we go with Fever here, guys. It's just too many more points than 5. Yeah, 27 versus 12. 15 is just a little too much to give up here. Don't love floating an E and an R, but I think it's the right move. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we're going to draw. Okay, I don't love it. I don't hate it, though. At least we have one vowel. We have some scoring options. We can play joint through the I for 30. Ouch. Whirlers for 88. Okay. It's not ideal, but that's all right. Question is now, what do we want to do? Do we still play joint? I had joked through the E as well, but that's foiled. I could play Jink, although without an S, that feels not like the brightest idea, probably. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do that. Let's see, what else can I possibly do? Yeah, I mean, I could play joint, I guess, through the I still. That might not be too bad. DKR is not a great leave, but at least this does create some more space on the bottom of the board, like hooking joints. If I were to draw an S again, I do feel like without a good draw pretty soon, this game could get out of hand, but I think Jink is just a little bit too presumptuous at this point. Could also play with the W, I guess, something like work, but keeping the J feels like it's asking for trouble here. Yeah, DJNT especially, just too many consonants. So yeah, I think we're going to go with joint over here. It's also early, like, I'm going to be down 57. That's a bit, but it's not a massive amount. Like, I don't need to panic here, guys. Like, I can afford to still be a little bit patient. I do need to get something good down sooner or later, but, like, for now, I can still be patient. It's very early. It's still only my second turn of the game. So I think we just do this, play the waiting game for now. And another fairly poor draw, pulling IIU out of the bag. At least we do see some vowels, but not the kind of vowels we needed. We'll see what we're going to want to do here. Maybe just wink? Skid, potentially? Lots going to depend on what the bot does, but yeah, probably wink, I guess, is a little bit better than skid, all else being equal. It is 3 more points, and the leave is similar. 6 more points, actually, rather. But that is no longer available, so yeah, skid looking right now. INUR is not a leave I like keeping. It's one of those leaves that has 4 clunky one-pointers, so if you're not bingoing, you're not in great shape on your next turn, and you're not bingoing all that often. Another option is I could play Firkin now from this F, keeping UD, which is also honestly not particularly attractive. Yeah, Skid is, I think, a little bit better. I also prefer the line it opens because this is so easy to just use and block. Playing on the triple there. Skid, at least the bot, if it wants to block, is probably going to have to make a small scoring play and sacrifice a bit. So I think I prefer Skid to Firkin here. Leave is also just at least a little bit more bingo prone, and I do need to keep fairly bingo prone leaves here and go for a bingo at this point in the game, given the size of my deficit. But yeah, probably close between Firkin and Skid. I guess Firkin is 3 more points too, but DU just really doesn't feel like something I want to keep here. So yeah, I think we're going to go with Skid and hope to get a good draw. There is a 7 there. I have Neurine. Don't think that actually plays on the board right now, which is unfortunate. Nothing with a D. There's, in Clabbers, I could play Indenture through the T and the D disconnected. That, of course, doesn't really help me much here. So yeah, we'll see what we want to do. Wouldn't mind creating some better lines on the left here. This J is not ideally placed, I will be honest. That is one drawback to my play of joint. It makes the top left a little tricky to get to. So I might want to try to do something about that, but it's not going to really be easy. Really hoping the bot somehow just like gives me a spot for Noreen, which it doesn't, unfortunately. Okay. Kit bag, another S hook, but I don't have an S, so that doesn't help me really all that much. And the problem with these kind of racks, like I said before, is without a bingo, there's just almost no good way to score anything. I might just have to blow up the rack and play funner here. Like, I do need to score points and try to stay within range. Like, I don't want to fall behind by over 100 here and be down more than the bingo if I can help it. As is, I'm getting perilously close to needing 2 bingos to come back, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, funner is not a fun play to make. 22 points keeping EI, but like, what else am I going to do here, guys? I don't think I want to play un-B here. It's a better leave, but especially blocking the D is pretty bad for me. Yeah, I think funner is the move, unfortunately. I'm definitely not thrilled about it. Gets me some turnover for the blanks and S's too, if nothing else, which I desperately need. Yeah, all right, I think we're going to go ahead and play this. Definitely need a good draw. I mean, I have Lunier, but it's not going to fit on this board. Like, you literally can't play a 7 without an S here. Again, it's just going to be another 1-point rack with very little to do here, unless the bot somehow gives me something. Okay, the bot plays audio, so I'm glad at least the bot is seemingly struggling a little bit with its rack, although the unfortunate thing is I still have a homeless bingo. Lunier, like I said, not going to go down on this board. Really need an 8 or an S. Probably Lino over here for 23. Pretty good leave. Don't love blocking those lines, but I don't also want the bot to just score points easily. Like, when you're down like this, guys, you don't want scoring spots open. You want bingo lines, but if you leave too many scoring spots, the bot's just going to keep getting, or your opponent, I should say, is going to just keep getting 40-point plays and outrunning your bingos. So you got to be mindful of that when you're down bingo lines but no scoring spots. So I think this play handles that pretty well, all else being equal. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and play this. I just can't buy an S or a blank, whatever I do, it seems. Now we draw a V and a W. Definitely not what we needed. Still 2 blanks and 3 S's left, and at some point it's going to be too late. I really need something good soon. And hopefully the bot doesn't bingo or do anything too crazy here, because I still have time, but time is going to run out. Probably what I want to do here is make a play like a vow, assuming the bot doesn't do anything particularly notable on its next turn, because this will nicely fork the board, create a line. Maybe I can hit a 7 without necessarily drawing an S if I get a word ending in ER or something. Give me some stuff to play through on the bottom, although it's not that great. Set up another S hook. So yeah, something like that, which cleans out my rack, scores at least something, and opens the board. Probably what I'm going to want to do here. I don't see a whole lot of other good plays as the board currently stands, but yeah, I might even have to be aggressive and play something like Wove down here, although that feels a little crazy with such a strong pull unseen. But, like, especially if the bot bingos, I'm probably going to have to do this. Well, I guess, it's an interesting play. It's probably got another S. I mean, it's almost certainly got another S, which isn't great. I probably got to play Vrow now. I mean, that's a lot of points. Well, let me spell it right. Hold on. Okay. It's a ridiculous looking word. This is how you spell it, though. It's not Voru, it's Vrow. AEO is not amazing. Pool is, I mean, slightly constant heavy. Definitely prefer EOR, but 14's a lot to give up, especially I'm still kind of on the edge of being within 1 bingo range, so getting some more points on the board is pretty nice here. And yeah, Sue is kind of a weird looking play. It's possible the bot is trying to like set up something big there, although I don't know what. There aren't a lot of words that would put like the Z or the Q on this key double letter, so I don't necessarily think it's setting itself up. But yeah, I feel like Vrow is just too many more points than a Vow, although it is close. But yeah, I really want those extra points. Like I said, I want to stay within range here. I want to stop the bot from getting any sort of big play there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And do I have anything that plays? Still no S or blank. Antidote, Tetanoid doesn't go down. Okay. Bot plays Za for 47, so the bot does score big, which is unfortunate. Still so much good stuff in the bag, or on the bot's rack, but not on my rack. What am I down? 90? That's a lot of points. Okay. How are we coming back here? I mean, there's still the joints hook, but there's really not much else. I feel like I got to create something else here. Might have to do something like a toned 21 points. Again, more turnover. I mean, I'm playing 5 tiles. I'm giving myself, you would think, a pretty good chance to draw an S or a blank. The annoying thing is it does give back scoring plays, which, again, I don't really like doing, but at least if it does play there, it'll have to open a tile for 8s on the left. And I got to score something myself here, too, guys. And again, if I don't open, like, the bot blocks joints, and I don't have a whole lot. Like, I got to be proactive here. I'm down 90 points. Like, it's more important for me to open, even if I do create a bing or a scoring spot. I mean, I don't think, whoa, keyboard glitch, sorry. I don't think a dit here, I mean, it is safer. It's a cool play, 20 points. Again, though, like, I just feel like, especially, I think the bot's got another S after Sue, so if it plays with joints, like, then what? Like, aren't I just kind of dead? I mean, I don't see where I'm opening. I think I have to open the left now. Again, joint, maybe joint was a bad play. I don't know. It did kind of hurt the left-hand side of the board in the long term, and now I feel like I do have to go out of my way to open it. Because, again, the bottom right is, the whole right-hand side is kind of exhausted. It's really the left and the bottom that are going to give me a chance here to come back. Yeah, I think atoned is the move here, guys. I got to open this board. I got to get some of these S's and blanks. Still can't buy an S or a blank. Unreal. Wow. Could use one for Pissolith, but probably not going to get one. I mean, maybe I will if the poly... Yeah, I mean... And there's still 2 blanks and an S out there, too. Yeah, this has been a rough game. Not loving our chances at this point, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what to do here. I guess... I mean, I'm kind of dead. Like, if I play here, I guess, like, Healy or something. TP, Healy. Something like that. Like, the left line is just going to get blocked, and I don't have much to go for. The other thing, too, is, like, I'm down so much. 1 bingo is not going to do it. 2 bingos is debatable even whether that's going to do it. Yeah, I think Healy is probably about as good as I'm going to do. Though POT, I guess that goes okay with an H. Am I better off doing this or TP, keeping HOL? I actually think TP might be better. The T is a better tile to bingo with. Again, at this point, like, I just don't really see myself winning either way. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with TP. I feel like a lot of TH words might fit there for me. I don't know. It feels like a tiny bit better, but like I said, I don't see myself winning at this point. Oh, I still don't have an S in a blank, but I did draw Anethel through the T. So maybe that'll stay open, but I don't necessarily like the chances that it'll stay open. Even if I hit it, though, guys, like, I don't think I'm going to have enough to win. Like, that's going to be 63. 62, actually. That's really not a lot of points. And I have to imagine the bot's going to be scoring something good. There's still 2 blanks out. There is a Q, which I guess could cause it some problems. Could also yield big plays like Aquay on the bottom. So, yeah, I just really have needed a lot of help from the tile bag and just have not been able to get it this game, unfortunately. But at least it's only 1 game. I feel like I played decently, guys. I mean, there were maybe a couple turns I could have gone a different way, but overall, I don't feel like I made a lot of big mistakes. I mean, we'll see in the analysis, but I don't have a ton of regrets this game. Just a lot of rough draws at inopportune times, but so it goes. And unfortunately, the bot does block after thinking for nearly its full 3 minutes, which is a little bit irritating, but so it goes. Now, I mean, there's not even much point to opening, guys, because again, 1 bingo I can't imagine is going to be enough. guess I could play Aloha here. I don't really see anything from the G. Could just play like OH, but I guess I might as well play Aloha. We don't care about spread because we have a tie, so yeah, there's if I end up losing by 200, it really doesn't matter. The chances of another tie this late in the series are astronomically small. So I don't know, maybe the bot like has 7 constants, has to exchange. I draw a blank, bingo, and draw the other blank. Like I guess crazier things have happened, but it's obviously extremely unlikely, but I'll give it a shot. What the heck? Oh, how about a Q? No U and still no S or blank. Man, I'm not trying to complain too much. I just feel like I can't catch a break this game, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that was about the worst possible draw. I would be shocked if the bot does not bingo now, given that pool. And I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my Q here. I guess I might just have to play QI for 11. Yeah, there comes Aerosat. And the bot might be bingoing again here, too. Good grief. I mean, there's definitely threats through that A on the bottom. And like Mudlarks. Plenty of other stuff, too. Admirals. Sure, a lot of things with the Y as well. So I mean, if I block it, though, aren't I getting Q stuck? Like, this is so ridiculous, because now one of my spots got blocked. Yeah, like if I block this, guys, I think I'm getting Q stuck if the bot blocks QI to the Iron Whirlers. So I think I have to just drop the Q now, and if it bingos, it bingos. Like, if I get Q stuck, I'm going to lose almost as much spread as if it bingoed, and at least I don't empty the bag, so if it does bingo, I'll have another turn. But yeah, I think I got to do this. Oh, hey, I drew Elegance. Maybe I'll get to bingo out. And at least cut the spread to like 150 or something. That's like the whole meme. I don't know if you guys watch basketball. It was, what was it, like Chris Paul hits a huge three to cut the lead to 37 or something. It was from that time the Dallas Mavericks beat the Phoenix Suns in Game 7 by like an absolutely obscene amount. And at some point, like I think it was in Phoenix too, and Chris Paul hits this three and literally cuts the lead to like it was something in the high 30s. I think it was 37. It might have been 36 or 38. I can't remember. But like the whole arena was just silent because normally, he hits a big three at home, you'd think they'd be cheering, but they were down 37 freaking points, so there was not much to cheer about. Now it's like, oh hey, maybe I'll bingo out with Elegance, and it'll be like that. Like I'll get the bingo out, but I'll still lose by 150. So yeah, we'll see. Or maybe the bot will just bingo there, and I won't even get to bingo out, and I'll just be sad. We'll find out. All right, we are going to get to bingo out, guys. Let's freaking go. The bot bingos with day rooms, and we're going to go out with Elegance to cut the loss to 204 points. Let's freaking go. That is definitely going to be the title of this video. Well, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say I hit a huge out bingo to cut the loss to 204, but I don't know. It'll just have to be like something like, and a huge out bingo to cut the loss to 204, so you guys won't know what it is. I'll figure it out, but that's definitely going to be part of the title and probably the thumbnail. All right, anyway, let's analyze this sorry excuse of the game. We will await the computer analysis. All right, computer analysis is ready. Let's see what it says. It says 1.3 mistakes, guys. That is decent. Still a little more than I generally like, although as we've seen, the mistake counter can be a little erratic, and it often does categorize things as mistakes that I frankly don't think are mistakes, so let's see what it claims we messed up on. So it wants us to play Fen. That is interesting. I mean, it does set up the D for Fend. There are no hooks to Fend besides the D or the S, so that's not crazy. Sets up Vex as well. Yeah, keeping the V is kind of counterintuitive here, but the V does have decent synergy with DER, so I could kind of see it. I mean, Fever does give back a lot more. Obviously, as it turns out, Fen would have been a lot better because Whirlers would not have fit. But was the punishment fit for the crime? I don't know. Hard to say. In any case, Whirlers comes down, and it does want me to play Jink, which I thought about, I guess. I mean, maybe my situation is bad enough. Yeah, I'm already below 20% that I do need to take this kind of chance. Getting rid of the K is also good because it will help me bingo more. Like, what's my bingo percentage after Jink? Well, allegedly it's 28.2%. That's higher than I would have thought with DORT, no open E's, no clear spot to play. I guess I could maybe play sevens ending in ED under Ibex. I'd have to end in like TED though. It feels high. I'm not gonna lie. And after a joint, yeah, my bingo chance is only 8. That's a big difference. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. And joint, like we saw too, does have the liability of really blocking off the top left of the board in the long term. So I guess it's possible I underestimated the seriousness of my deficit there a little bit, and I was a bit too complacent, but okay. So here it's kind of a toss up. Yeah, once again, Firkin and Skid. Firkin coming out allegedly a 10th of a % higher, which is well within the simulation noise. Again, it's close. It's 3 more points. DU is a little bit lower variance, and at least you do have a D to score, but surely INRU does bingo more. Yeah, I mean, I apparently do bingo 27%, which isn't horrible. It's just that the 73% I don't bingo, as we saw, it's awful. And yeah, after Firkin, I bingo only 15%. So yeah, given I am down, Skid does have some merit. Again, it gives back a little bit less to, or I would have thought it does. Apparently, my opponent actually scores more after Skid, probably just because they bingo more often because of these floaters, I guess. But it just felt easier for them to block after Firkin. So I don't know. It's close. I think Skid is fine. Bot plays kit bag, keeping ES. Yeah, funner here. Again, definitely not a fun play to make, but what else is there to do? Bot plays audio. Yeah, Lino looks fine here. Pop plays Sue. Vrao is allegedly correct. Atoned is allegedly correct. And then, yeah, here, wants me to play Hilt. Yeah, fair. I mean, opening up a triple-triple, because how the heck else am I going to give myself a chance to win here? I mean, I think it's getting blocked every single time, so I don't think it'll actually work, but fair enough. I can live with a small mistake here, I guess. Pop plays Jim, and then, yeah, I mean, here it doesn't even matter, guys. Like, yeah, I should probably do this for spread and not open these lines, being that I'm not going to win anyway. I mean, I'm not seeing how this wins 0.6%. That seems, honestly, even ambitious, given how good the pool is, how late it is, and the lack of lines on the board. But, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with this. Like I said, I don't care about spread anymore. Okay, I mean, I guess it's better for spread to just block and get Q stuck. I mean, I guess. Okay. I guess that's not shocking. But either way, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I don't think that is a medium mistake. I would, why not? Yeah, why didn't the bot play yard arms and block elegance, right? I mean, I guess there's only a 1 in 8 chance that I have elegance, is the idea. So it's better to take the 15 for day rooms because like a 1 in 8 chance that I bingo out maybe makes up for less than 15 spread. Yeah, because 15 times 8 is 120. So I guess from an EV point of view, it is better for the bot to play day rooms. I guess, got lucky, you could say. But yeah, honestly, guys, I think I played a pretty solid game. I mean, a couple of decisions early on that I guess I could have gone a different way, and maybe that would have made a difference. But no major regrets in this one. Just, yeah, it happens. So tough loss, but the good news is we are still up 2 games in the series. We still only need 3 more wins out of the last 7. So big game coming up on Wednesday. Would really like to win that one, so my lead doesn't shrink to just half a game. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a better game if nothing else. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support, and I will see you all on Wednesday, like I said, for game number 94. Have a good one. Bye-bye.